Hi everyone, welcome to your passion project presentation. If you are here, then you have researched your passion project. You have been practicing and working on it, and you're at the point that you want to start to share your accomplishments. Uh, if you look in the top left-hand corner, we're going to actually be using Google Slides to create the presentation. Um, to do that, you need to be in your Google Drive. Top left corner, it shows that I'm in my drive. Double check, are you in your school account? If you look in this top right-hand corner, you should be able to see if you are signed in. It makes sharing your files with your teachers and your classroom much easier. I'm going to come back to the left side, and right underneath the drive symbol is a plus sign with the word new. This little button, when you click it, it allows you to create a new Google Doc. You'd go there to create a new Google Sheet. I'm going to have you click next to this orange square on Google Slides. Okay, so when you enter Google Slides, this is what it should look like. In the center, you have a blank slide. This large slide in the center is your working slide. This is where you're going to get your work done. The left-hand side, this panel on the left side, is where all of your slides will be stored and where you could view them next to one another. The first thing you're going to do is click where it says click to add title. This opens a text box where you can type in a title for your slideshow. I am going to call mine Learn to Play Guitar. That is my passion project, was to learn to play guitar. You could just call it passion project, but I feel like this whole slideshow is going to be about me learning to play guitar. I'm going to click on the subtitle below and say who it is by Mrs. Khan. Now, if you can think of it, over in this left panel, you see that this is slide number 1. This first slide is your title slide. Think of it almost like the cover of a book. You have a title. It tells you who the book is by. So it's like our author of this slideshow. That's what should stand out. And that's really the only things that you would put on a title slide, possibly some images, but that'll come later. We're going to head over to that left panel because we want to add some information to our slideshow. So we've got a title. How do we add more pages or more slides in this case? Just above the 1 is a plus sign. This bar that runs all the way across the top has so many wonderful tools that you can use to make your slide presentation amazing. But for right now, we're just going to focus on this plus sign right here where it says new slide. If you hover on a tool, it'll tell you with one or two words what that tool does. So I'm going to give that plus slide sign a click, and I'm going to put 4 additional slides on after my title slide for a total of 5 slides. Let's say I added one too many. I can click on the last slide or whatever slide I want to remove, click on it and just hit your backspace key and you can remove that slide. Right now I'm going to go up to slide number 2. I'm going to click to add a title. This slide, I would like you to put the purpose of your passion project. What was the purpose? Notice if I click on this text box below, I'm going to resize it by clicking on that little square handle at the top. When I put my pointer on one of those little squares, those little handles that are on the edge of that text box, my pointer becomes a line with 2 arrows that are opposite. When I see that, it means I can resize my text box. If it looks like a plus sign anywhere else on that border of that box, I can move that box by clicking and dragging when it looks like a plus sign, any object, if you go onto it and you get your pointer looking like a plus sign, if it's an image, a video, anything, you can move it as long as your pointer looks like a plus sign. Okay, so the purpose of my passion project was I want to learn to play the guitar. That was what I wanted to do. The next slide, you are going to add the title goal. I'm going to resize this. The reason I resized these text boxes and put them below is I like to add an image somewhere up here that kind of enhances my slide and makes it look better. I click inside that text box and I will add my goal is to practice every day for 20 minutes until I can play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm going to go to the fourth slide. I will click in the title. What about a slide about the research that you did? So this is where you're going to include your websites. You can include videos that you may have watched on the internet, and those types of things. So for instance, I could say I watched 2 videos to help me practice. Mary Had a Little Lamb. And then my fifth slide is going to be results. Were you able to accomplish your goal? And you're going to put it right down in there. Perhaps today you're just doing your title slide. You're going to add in what your purpose was, a goal, a little bit of research. What did you do? Maybe so maybe you watched 2 videos and one website was very helpful on my journey to playing the guitar. And I could just put the website below that. I'll show you how to add your websites, how to add videos and images at a later time. And then the results would be, after 2 weeks of practicing every day for 20 minutes, I was able to finally, was I able to play Mary Had a Little Lamb? Or if you are trying to get better at hockey, maybe that's what you're saying, that you practiced on the driveway shooting the puck. You did that for 20 minutes every day, or maybe you took 50 shots every day. Are you getting more accurate? And perhaps taking a video of yourself at the start and seeing if you've become more accurate at the end. You have to kind of figure out how you're going to show me the results. Let's see. If I come up here, I'm going to show you one last thing. If you want to go into your slideshow, and if you see what I did there, I double-clicked on a word and you can highlight one word. If I triple click, it will select the whole sentence. See how it is highlighted blue? When you do this, you can come up and you can choose a font that you like, and you can go to this. That's right here. There are so many fonts to choose from, but you have to have your text selected. That toolbar will go away if you go onto the background. Notice it's gone. I'm going to select my text again. 1, 2, 3 on one of those words will do the whole sentence. You can play with the size. If I just hit increase, the bigger the number, the bigger the words. The smaller the number, the smaller your words. And then I like to just play with text color. That little A there, see how it tells me? Text color. When you hover, it tells you what it does. Anyway, this should get you started. So what are you waiting for? Go get it.